Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Raylene. I'm a mom of 3. I love making videos about home decor, motherhood, things like that. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to join my community and you'll get notified of more videos of mine. So today I am going to be hanging curtains in this video in my living room, which I kind of wrestled with the idea. I wasn't sure if this room needed it or not, but I'm really glad that I chose to do this. I think it just adds so much more character to the room. So keep on watching to follow along with that process, and I will link everything that I can, the materials that I used to do this. Okay, so we have this very large window here, and I've never felt like curtains were missing. Because we have the shades, so basically they just look like the ones here. We have those that also cover this window. In terms of function, it works really well. We have privacy, but I recently saw a picture of the living room, of like this part of the house. I saw a picture of it. It was at night, so the curtains or the shades were closed. We closed them for privacy. But anyways, in the picture, the shades were down, and I really did not like how it looked. And I'm not just adding curtains just because of that picture. I really do like the look of curtains. I like the curtain rod, curtains falling. I love that look. I've had curtains in our old house, as opposed to like window treatments or window shades. We opted for curtains just because I like that look. I like how it looks when they're open during the day, pushed to the side, and I like the pleats. So I just like curtains, okay? I don't need to justify myself. I'm just kidding. So another reason why I haven't hung curtains is because this wall, or ceiling rather, is kind of at a weird angle. I mean, you can see it slopes down, and so it's very low. In my head, it's like, oh, you need to hang curtains as high as you can go. Like, that's what you hear, right, from people. And because that area is so low, I was like, well, I can't hang curtains that high, so I'm not gonna hang curtains. But I think I want to see how it looks, and I'm just gonna hang it on the big window, not the thinner window. That's my plan. I just bought the rod from IKEA. I've used this before, and I like it. It's just a simple black rod. So anyways, that's what I'm gonna do today. Level. Okay, so I can put all these tools away now. That was actually really fast. Pretty successful. I just need to add the curtains onto it. I think I have like 2 different size clips, which the difference in size is for the curtain rod. I think these ones are gonna be too small for this rod. So I'll need to use this size, which you can see the difference. So I wanna wash the curtains first. and dry them. Maybe they might even shrink a little, not be so long. But, it's actually better to wash and dry your fabric before you alter it, because say I, you know, sewed it up and hemmed it without washing and drying. Let's say like, you know, we get food on it like down the road, and then I do have to wash and dry it, and then it might shrink and it's gonna be like hemmed already, and so it might be a little shorter than it needs to be. So it's always a good idea to wash and dry before you alter any fabric, which I don't know if this comes like pre-wash and dried. Some fabric does come already that way, so you don't have to worry about that, but I don't know about these curtains, if they do or not. So I've actually had these curtains before in our previous house, in the first home that we bought. And clip just goes on that top seam. And these clips have like little teeth at on the inside. You probably can't see. No, yeah, you can kind of see like those teeth inside. So those little ridges, teeth, are able to really grasp onto that fabric. So like if you're sliding the curtain and, you know, pulling and sliding, it stays on pretty well. Like we never really had an issue of like rings coming off of the curtain. I'm glad that these curtains have that already. Have a spot to hang the clip. Earthquake! Oh yeah, and then I was gonna try and make some pleats with these, but I don't know. Like, do I really care about pleats? Let's see, because I do have the pleat hooks, and then I think this has a spot to make a pleat. Messy table. This is just like, I'm gonna say with kids, but most of it is just the curtain stuff. I might just use the clips without making pleats. I'm just gonna try it with the rings first, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so it's a couple days later. I've hung the curtains, and like I mentioned, I do want to use the rings to hang them, which I don't have enough, so I ordered more. They should arrive today. But I did want to put the curtains up just to see how they look. Not really loving the relaxed look of it. I still need to iron them. You know what? I'm also going to, side note, I'm going to turn this lamp on. On gloomy days, I like to turn a lamp on. That color from the warm light bulb, it sort of like replicates the color of the sun. So it really, you know, gives you that feeling of coziness and of sunshine almost. So that's kind of what I like to do on gloomy days. So I like how the curtain rod looks and the curtains. Like when they're closed, when the curtains are closed, I really don't like the look of that because it just looks like a sheet is like hanging up there. And that's because there's no pleats in them. I feel like I do want to add pleats, but it kind of shortens the curtain, meaning like when you add pleats, it kind of like cinches it together. So I wouldn't be able to even close them all the way if I just used one panel for either side. Okay, so I have another update. So I decided to try the pleats, and I think I like it like this. Let me show you. Like, do I really care about pleats? Do I really care about pleats? Okay, so the left side has the pleats. You can see like there are more folds compared to the right side, which that's what I like. I do like the more folded type of curtain look. I also hemmed the curtains so that they are not too long. Like I said, I like the pleats, but do I love it? I wouldn't say I love this look, but closer to the look that I was trying to achieve. And I feel the reason that I can't really get that look is due to the type of curtains. These curtains are really thin, very lightweight, sort of like an organic linen, like thin cotton texture. And I'm trying to go for more of like a sturdy pleated curtain look. And I'm just not gonna get that with these type of curtains, which is okay. I'm okay with this look, and next time, you know, I can try a different type of curtain and just experiment. So it's just a process of trial and error, you know, using different fabrics, different materials. So that's how these will come out. I'll go ahead and do the other curtain because I do like it better with the pleats versus without. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, putting my hook, I think I did the inside piece, and then I gathered, so you see how they're kind of, you can see the spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I did 8 spaces bunched for each hook. So I gathered that. Oh, this one. And then there's a top section that also needs to be, that the hook also needs to go through. Okay, so like that. And then I left 5 spaces in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That one. And then include the top. And the spacing is really just up to you. You can make the pleats smaller, you know, add more in each pleat, have the hooks closer to each other. It's really just dependent on, you know, what type of look you're going for. But the important thing is to be consistent, because when you hang them up, then you can kind of see the spacing between them. If, you know, if there are some spaces that are larger or smaller, it will show up when you close them. So yeah, like I said, this really isn't giving me the type of look that I have seen like on Pinterest or, you know, other inspiration pictures. It's not really that look that I've seen online. And I know it's definitely because of the fabric of these curtains. They're just so thin and they don't really hold structure that well. So I think if I, maybe down the road, I can, you know, swap these out for a different material curtain, a more thicker one that will sort of hold the fold better. So that's just how they're gonna be, and I'm okay with that. But it's not like I don't love it. It's not like, oh my gosh, yes, this is what I wanted. It's closer to that, but it's not that. But that's okay. These were really inexpensive. I think they were like less than $20 for the pack of 2. So I mean, if you know curtains, you know they're expensive. So I'm okay with this look for now. But you can see at the top it does have more of like a structured pleat or fold. But as far as like having that look all the way down, it's not really doing that. Most of the time the curtains will be open, so push to the side, and which is the look that I like that. When they're like this, they are like really folded and bunched and pleated. And that's what I like, and that's the look that I was going for. I'm just gonna stick with this for now, but I am glad that I tried the pleat hooks. So let's continue. So I think they look nice, but I will say, I know why custom curtains are so expensive and pricey, because I mean, having them come out a certain way, trying to achieve like a certain look that you want, takes a lot of steps. I mean, you have to have the right fabric, proper length, you know, the pleating hooks, the rings, and even like the pleating tape. Hi, baby. You can't just get like a piece of fabric and put the pleat clips in there. You have to have that pleating tape on the curtain. So there's just a lot of steps involved when hanging curtains. And so if you do want them to look really high end, you know, you are gonna pay a lot unless you try to do it yourself, but there are a lot of things to consider, you know, when doing it yourself. Okay, everybody, thank you for watching. I'm really happy with how the curtains turned out, even though it's not exactly, you know, like the pictures that I've seen. I'm really glad that I chose to hang the curtains. I think it just adds so much more warmth and just another dimension on the wall that's not so busy, but it adds so much personality to the room and reflects my style. So I hope that this inspires you to maybe add something like this to your house, living room, even a bedroom, anything. So if you have any questions, let me know below. I'm happy to help, and thanks for watching. See you next time.